Hey there, my name is Chloe, and this is my very first philosophy class, and I am already super confused, just from the reading, but I think I understand everything enough to answer these questions. My hopes are that this semester gets a lot easier. I get really confused when we're talking about identity, and especially when we're talking about afterlife. Um, Maybe that's just how I was raised because I already have a preconceived idea of the afterlife. However, I do look forward to this class. So just to go ahead and start answering some of the questions. The first question in the discussion post states, is it a fair description of life, quote, a few short years of toil and torment? And to go ahead and to answer that one, I definitely think that that's not at all. Given there are times in life that just flat out suck, but this life is not full of toil and torment. Given if you make yourself just if you put yourself in a situation your entire life where it is just, excuse my language, but a living hell, then you're not living right. And I don't think that that's actually going to carry out so much, just because I feel like this life is based off of happiness and joy and just the little celebrations. And so I think that's a terrible description for life. Everyone should be happy, and if not happy, at least content. And being a few short years of toil and torment, I think it's a terrible description of life. And to continue on this question, says, and whatever the case, does it follow that if an entity intentionally created us, he, she, or it would have some responsibility to allow us an afterlife? Explain. Now, I have grown up in a Southern Baptist church, so I have this preconceived idea of what goes on, but I'm going to try and keep it fairly open-minded. That way I am learning and I'm just not shutting out this portion of the class dealing with religion. But I feel like if I had no religion and I was just reading this out of a class requirement, I think that an entity who created us, whether it be he, she, or it, would be responsible for some type of afterlife. I don't think that we should be responsible for it, considering we would be deceased. And when you're dead, you can't really do anything. And so I feel like that would be up to the discrepancy of the creator. And I don't really have anything else to say without getting into my religion, and I don't really want to kind of put that out and feel like I'm shoving it down people's throats, which brings me to the second question, which is, it was a personal question, and it says, in the light of the first chapter, possibly your first experience with an academic philosophy, which this is, speculate how, as you expect, philosophy might impact a person, drive them away from religion, closer to religion, and or make them a pain in the neck. And I, just from my personal opinion and what I see every day, is that it would make more people turn away from religion, just because people don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told what to do, saying this is wrong and that's wrong. And I feel like in philosophy you start, and I could be wrong because this is my first class, but you get the idea of saying that this is wrong and that's wrong and that it has to go this way as soon as you start digging deeper into religion. And with that, I feel like you can start to get a little pain in the neck, just because, at least for me, a lot of this is confusing, and when I get confused, I get irritated. Sorry. And that's really something that you just start to block people out, it starts to turn them away, and it becomes a pain in the neck. So I hope this answered all the questions, and if it didn't, or if you're confused, let me know. I'll try to elaborate on it more, but like I said earlier in the video, I am super confused already. So I look forward to this semester, and I am ready for the next chapter.